Let's start with some easy stuff. Mutate. Transform a friendly minion into random one that costs one more. It's like evolve, but only on one minion. I don't know, guys, I just don't want to pay mana for this card, or pay card to play this, even if it's 0 mana. Evolve was so much better than this. Unstable evolution, you pay 1 mana, but you can... Yeah, just bad, I think. 1.5 star, I guess. It's okay if you get this card from random effect, but it's not good enough to run, I don't think. Sludge Slurper, 1 mana Murloc, Battlecry if you add a lucky to your hand, overload 1. 1 mana 2/1. Yeah, this is good. This is a Murloc and it gives you a lucky. You can play turn 1, turn 2, play a lucky. Good on curve, right? Also, Murlocs are very strong with Shaman right now. 3 stars. Underbelly Angler. After you play Murloc, add a random Murloc to your hand. It's 2 mana 2/3. So you get like a good stat line and a crazy effect. If you run Murlocs, of course. This is OP. 4 star, 4.5 maybe. Like, this is 4. For sure. Or more. I don't know how strong Murlocs will be, but this card is the reason to play them. Soul of the Murloc. 2 mana. Give your minions the thrill summon a 1/1 Murloc. It seems a little too expensive. It's like a tiny soul of the forest. Maybe you can run like one of. There's no more Psychic Screams, so once you play this card on a big board, you can be sure it doesn't go anywhere. But not a big fan. It's like 2-star card. Witch Sprue. 2 mana, restore 4 health, repeatable this turn. Why didn't they just make it Echo? This is so inconsistent. Why is it not Echo? Oh, because Echo is more of a Witchwood thing, right? And we just wanted to print this card because we just wanted to do it. We are out of ideas. This is Echo, right? Anyway, what do we have? Can restore 4, turn 10 you can heal up to 20 HP. Kind of like Healing Rain better. I think it's rotations though. It does. It's like Forbidden Healing. It's slightly better than Forbidden Healing. Yeah, but you can probably use it in the same way. If you play some sort of control shaman, you can run 1 copy off. Heal some of your minions, maybe heal your face after. It's like 2-star card. You can play 1 off sometimes. Hagatha's Scheme. 5 mana, deal 1 damage to all minions, upgrades each turn. So when it upgrades, it gets +1 attack. It's a card you want to keep if you run it, but doesn't mean it's good, because once you draw it, it's not playable immediately. It damages all minions as well, so your own board will suffer too. You know, with all the rotations, I don't see a reason why would you play a control shaman. Murlocs are probably just the way to go. But this card is a good removal. Without Volcano, you have to have something like this on top of Lightning Storm. Again, I don't see a reason why would you play a mid-range based shaman with this card. So I'll just give it like 2.5 because maybe not now, but later there will be a reason to run control shaman. Scargill, your Murlocs cost 1 for mana 4/4 legendary. With your curve being so low, I would normally say you turn 4 you have nothing to do except playing Scargill. So just doing it turn 4, maybe turn 5 plus 1 Murloc at best. Still, this is crazy. A 4 mana 4/4, it's almost like a Yeti. And if Murlocs cost 1, you can fill the board, let your opponent AoE, and once he AoEs, you just play this card and fill again. You have so many Murlocs. You can even play more expensive ones for 4 mana. Just by using 1 mana. This is also 4-star card. Another reason to run Murlocs. Muckmorpher, 5 mana 4/4, but will try to transform into a 4/4 copy of a different minion in your deck. What kind of RNG Fiesta shit is this? Amazing card, explain yourself. This is plus mutate. This is Barnes. No, it's not. And Barnes is bad. In Shaman. Copy Zilex, new fountain card, Maligas, Alakir. Or you don't. I mean, if you run Maligas, if you run Alec here or Ziliax, you want to be running this deck in those cards in the deck with a lot of minions. You want to run mid-range deck, and chance of this guy hitting something useful is very low. In this case, I'll just give it 1.5 star. I don't think you'll see it in play. Walking Fountain, Lifesteal Rush, Wind Fury, 8 mana, 4/8 elemental. A ton of elementals are rotating, like a lot. Kalimos, Collar, Grumble, all the Angoro stuff. Angoro. Almost all the deck is gone. I don't believe in Elemental Shaman anymore. Anyway, say it's not an elemental. Just 8 mana, 4/8 Lifesteal Rush, Wind Fury. Isn't it just good? The problem I see with this card, why is it not reliable, is because it's Lifesteal Rush. So if your opponent expects it, he can play around it very well. Just by not playing minions. Say if Hunter has 2 turns lethal on you. So elemental part of it is no good. I think I just want to run like 1 copy of Witch Brew if I'm playing mid-range Shaman. I also don't think mid-range Shaman is any good, so I don't want to play mid-range Shaman at all. And Walking Fountain only fits in such deck, right? Let's give it 2 star. Pretty strong still, like, yeah, 4/8 Rush Wind Fury is pretty good. I give it 2.5. Don't want to underestimate. Swampqueen Hagatha, 7 mana, 5/5 battle cry, add a 5 of horror to your hand. Teach it 2 shaman spells. Very strong card. So you play it, you get a horror, and you discover 2 spells, and this horror basically has battle cry of those 2 spells. I don't think you can get the targetable spells, or maybe you can. You can get the Big Bad Voodoo. Maybe you can get spells. You can only get spells which target your minions. Again, not sure. Do you guys know? Oh, you get to choose targets. 1 targetable, 1 not. So you get 2 spells, 1 targetable and 1 not. And you can choose a target for targetable one. Hey, it just makes it better then. Very strong minion. You get a 7 mana 5/5, it's worth less than 5 mana, but you get a horror and you teach 2 spells, and it's only 5 mana later. So yeah, you get the tempo. If you get a good AoE, you can deal with board. If you are on board, it's even better. It's a 4-star card. You can basically play this in any deck. Right, that's it for the Shaman. I think Murlocs will be kind of broken. We'll see though. But I don't want Murlocs to be good, but it probably will be. Because of all this OP stuff they printed. The Angler and Scargill. Pretty strong. Not much else is going for the Shaman though. And final class, Warrior. We get some bomb stuff and some big stuff. Let's start with the bomb stuff. Deal 1 damage to a minion. If it survives, add a lucky to your hand. Kappa. It's like Blood to Ichor. Pretty similar. Yeah, the thing is, Blood to Ichor was mostly played when you run, you were running Green Patrons. Just Acolyte isn't good enough reason to play this. Yeah, using it on your opponent is cool, but it's so situational, it takes your slot in your hand. I don't see why would you need Luckies as a warrior. There's a new patron. Where's the new patron? I don't see any patrons. You call this garbage a patron? Like crazy? 2 mana more? It's a patron though. Okay. You call him a patron, I call him garbage. Anyway, improved morale. Deal 1 damage to minion. If it survives, add lucky to your hand. Yeah, it's a little like a Blood to Ichor, but there's less incentive to play such a card right now. I don't see any synergy with Luckies in neutral minions, nor in warrior minions. It's okay card, but I don't see a reason to run it. It's 2-star. Sweeping strikes. So give a minion also damages minion next to whoever this attacks. Well, it's situationally strong, but I don't want to spend 2 mana again playing this card. Sounds like a waste. 1.5-star. Clockwork Goblin. 3 mana 3/3 mech. Battlecry shuffle a bomb into your opponent's deck. When drawn, it explodes for 5 damage. Yeah, by itself you don't want to play it, you want to play it with bomb synergy. Warrior has some bomb synergy cards now. Blastmaster Boom gives you boom bots. Yeah, just for the boom. Wait. I was pretty sure there were more boom cards or bomb cards. Am I missing something? It's a foreign bomber. Yeah, there was something. A weapon is kinda bad though. I know weapon does it as well. Anyway, my problem with those boom cards, you lose boards so easily because you play understated minions. I guess you can run magnetic stuff. All this stuff is mech based. So if you run magnetic, you can just go face a lot. But again, there are not so many good magnetic cards. Oh, Scrap Hound can actually help regaining the last life. But again, it's tough. It's 2 mana 2/2. Just looking at the stats is terrible. I don't think Bomb Warrior will make for a good archetype. And more importantly, it doesn't have to. Dynamatic is very strong when you run mechs, though. I think it's gonna be like tier 3, at best tier 2. Maybe even worse. The Boom Warrior, like, most likely tier 3. But as a cards, okay, this is like 2.5-star, 2-star, 3.5. Sephorium Bomber is 2-star. It all comes together though. Just some of them are better, some of them are worse. Vicious Scrap Hound is... I don't think you want it even. 1.5. And big stuff. Actually, ignore this card, but this is 0-star card. And this is the worst card in Hearthstone by far. Have you ever seen 0-star card? Well, here it is. Worse than Millhouse? I mean, Millhouse is situationally good. But Millhouse is also 0-star. The Boom Reaver, 10 mana 7/9 mech. Battlecry summon a copy of minion in your deck and give it rush. Yeah, if you want to play Control Warrior, this is good. You probably still want to make to play Dynamatics, but if you play a lot of big minions and this one, well, it's a shame Recruit Warrior is gone. It would fit so nicely in it. Yeah, 10 mana is so expensive. I don't know if you have a space for it. It's not OP, it's like 2-star, I guess. 2.5. It's good to give some free stuff with a drop and give it rush. It's reactive. 2 maybe. 2 somewhere there. Whatever. Dimensional Reaper, summon 2 copies of a minion in your deck. Again, this all stuff comes together and it's so expensive. What if you drew all your minions and you have 2 of those and the Reaper? This is too much stuff. I can't have so much dead stuff in my hand. Plus you also have to run expensive minions to summon. You'll just die. Also, 1.5 star for this one. I think it's even worse. And Omega Devastator, if you have 10 mana crystals, deal 10 damage to a minion. Well, this is good to get from the Boom hero power when you have 10 mana. It's crazy stupid, because you deal 10 damage. But do you want to run Yeti? You can, if you play Tempo Warrior. Anyway, so yeah, you can play this if you run some Tempo Warrior, because you don't mind having a Yeti. And if for some reason the game runs until turn 10, you can get pretty solid removal as well. It's alright minion. Very good if you get it later from some random effect, of course. By itself, not so much. It's 2.5 star. So yeah, Warrior hasn't gotten much good stuff going for him, but I think Warrior doesn't need any good stuff because you still have Super Collider and Dynamatic. Just run Dragon Warrior even if you cannot run necessarily Odd Warrior anymore, it's still pretty powerful.